Welcome back to the Electrician's Tool channel. Today we're going to do just a comparison between these two multimeters. Both multimeters are by a company called GREENLEE. I'm sure that most of you are familiar with GREENLEE. If not, they've been around a long time, and I would say they're mostly known for their industrial type mechanical tools, for us like conduit benders, hydraulic conduit benders, hole making tools like hole saws and things like that, drill bits and the kind of hard industrial type electrician tools. But they also make well, I shouldn't say that they make test instruments. They sell test instruments as well. Most of their tools are rebrands, but they sell test instruments. They're also into a datacom as well. They have a company, I think it's called Tempo, Tempo, and and they have several other companies that come under the GREENLEE umbrella. So, but before I start, I want to just ask you guys, those of you who have been supporting the channel, I really do want to tell you thank you for helping support the channel. I always remind you that it's for free, and I do this because I do love doing what I do. I've been an electrician for a long time, and I do love tools, and I love doing what I do. I love talking about tools. I just love tools, and I've often heard that when you do something that you love, it's not a job. So, and I'm telling you, I do love what I do. I do. I make good money off of what I do. Made a good living for my family and I from what I do. And that's just it. So if this is your first time watching, again, I said, for those of you who've been supporting the channel for the years that I've been on, I mean, I really do appreciate it. Those of you, if this is your first time viewing the channel and you hadn't, or maybe I've viewed the channel a few times, but you hadn't yet made a decision on supporting the channel, I'm going to ask you to do it today. Hit that subscribe button, that like button, and or a share button. I'll leave a comment. And if you decide to hit that subscribe button, don't forget to hit that notification bell that's right next to the subscribe button, so it'll put you in rotation of all of my new upcoming videos as well as my previous videos. I have a lot of stuff on YouTube as far as hand tools that I've reviewed. Electrical test instruments, one-of-a-kind things that you probably never saw before, or probably saw and always wanted one but can't get your hand on it. But all of this is done just for entertainment. So if you like looking at YouTube videos and listening about tools and seeing tools, I think this is the channel for you. Okay, so moving on. Like I said, this is GREENLEE. On the one to the left is the GREENLEE DM820 digital multimeter, true RMS digital multimeter. This is, and since this has since been discontinued, and once they discontinued this one, the 820, they start making this one. This is GREENLEE true RMS DM820A. So this is a step above this one. Now, as far as the features and the functions, some of them are different. They may have one or two things that's different about this, that this one have, that this one don't have. All right. Now, those of you who do know or have heard of the multimeter company called Bryman, you can look at this multimeter and see, like I said before, GREENLEE doesn't make their own tools. They're a company that rebrands a lot of tools, and this is one of their rebrands right here. This is come from a company called Bryman. I think it's Bryman Instruments, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, this is a Bryman meter. GREENLEE just probably licensed them to make it for them, and this is what you get. Same as a Bryman. Everything looks the same except the color. This one is I've seen Bryman website before because I was curious. This is an older Bryman. Don't know the name, the model number, but this is also from a Bryman, the company called Bryman. Now, just because they rebranded the multimeter doesn't make it a bad multimeter. No, because Bryman makes some pretty decent multimeters. So This one is a nice multimeter, and this one is a nice multimeter. So if you get your hand on, you run across either or, and it's for a nice price and it's in good shape, and you're in need of a multimeter, I suggest you get it. Now on a scale from 1 to 10, I will rate these multimeters. Now remember, this is on a scale from 1 to 10. I would give this one. Depends on what you're comparing it to, but alone, I think it's not as quick as a Fluke, and you'll see that because I'm gonna do a few little tests with these. I have a few little simple tests that I'm gonna do. It's not slow, but it's not slow as this Craftsman right here. I did a video on this Craftsman right here, and it's really slow. But it's pretty accurate. Not as accurate as this one, I would say, but it's pretty accurate. But this one is okay. This one is pretty fast. This one is pretty fast. So we're going to see that. So what I'm going to do is call out a few features on this one, tell you what all the specs and the things are on it, and then we're going to just do the same for this one. Do a few tests, just enjoy ourselves, and that's it. So I had some things that I wrote down off of their website concerning this one, which will be the DM820. So let me get to it. All right, we're talking about this one. All right, the display have 9,999 counts, but you get that many counts, it has to be in AC mode or DC mode, Hertz or Nanosiemens mode. You will get 9,999 counts. Okay, and you get 6,000 count display, and in millivolt mode, microamps, milliamps, amps, ohms, and capacitance. You get 6,000 count display in those functions. Okay, you get overload. Oh no. My mistake. This is the 820A. I meant to say. Let me get to. This is the 820A. This is the 820. Okay, let me get to the 820. Scratch what I just said. I'm starting over. You get this has a 5,000 count display. You get the numeric display is 5 per second. Bar graph display, you get 60 per second. Oh, you have overload protections for 1,050 volts RMS, and you get a peak volts for 1,450 volts peak voltage overload protection. You have resistance measurement. You get cap capacitance measurement on this one. You also get temperature measurement, diode measurement, continuity measurement, crest capture for voltage or current. You get AC/DC voltage measurement. You get AC/DC current measurement. You have a min-max measurement, Hertz measurement, got a whole function, polarity indicator, low battery indicator, nanosiemens measurement, millivolts measurement, milliamp measurement, kiloohms measurement. Now you also have a whole function up here. You have the relative measurement up here, function up here. You have a range button, a select switch. You have the crest capture right here, and you have a backlight. I'm gonna show you the backlight on this one, but first let me just show you some more things about this one. This one also, this is a night rubber boot. They have a USB PC interface that goes with this one. I don't have the software or the cables or anything, but it can connect to your PC using a USB cable and the software that they have. They have the probe holders right here. You have the tilting bell naturally, and I'm gonna show you the backlight in a minute, but let me move to these. Now, I have the test leads. These are not the test leads that go to this one. Any of you who own Bryman meter or have a Bryman meter, you know how they test lead look, and that's what they had for both of them. Okay. No, the ones for this one was a little bit different, but the one for the Bryman meter, if you had a Bryman meter, you know how they look. So these are not the test leads that's come with them. I just have it here as a prop, so they're not the test leads that goes with it. Okay. Now, this one, the 820A. Let me read out the functions on this one. Okay. They have a 9,999 count display. That's on, but you have to have it in AC voltage or DC voltage, Hertz or nanosiemens for this one. You have a 6,000 count display. You must have it in you can get that in millivolts, microamp, milliamps, amps, ohms, and capacitance. That's when you can get 6,000 counts. And you can get 9,000 counts, 9,999 counts in AC, DC, hertz, and unachievement measurements. You have overload protection. You have auto power off after 30 seconds. And you do have the option to turn that off where it'll stay on until the battery runs down. You have AC-DC voltage measurement. You have AC-DC current measurement. You have resistance measurement, continuity measurement, check measurement, capacitance check measurement, diode measurement. You have temperature. You have EF, that stands for electric field detection, a function on here. You have optical USB interface software. This one is the same thing. And you have a crest capture on here also, data logging, polarity indicator. You have a bar graph scale, a relative mode function, duty cycle measurement. You have hertz, millivolts, microamps. You have kilo ohm measurement, nanosiemens measurement, min-max measurement, and low battery indicator. I think that's this one. Naturally, the 820A compared to the 820 have a lot more features, and that was expected. But both of them are fairly nice multimeters. If you just in need of, like I say, you're just in need of a multimeter and a good multimeter, you just run across either or on the for a good price and is in good shape. I mean, I wouldn't pass it up. Now, on the back of here, this is also for the PC, optical PC interface. Now, both of them run off 9-volt batteries. This one also have the for your probe holders right here in the back. Both have this protective holster around them. And this one I like the large numeric font that's in here. And it's dual display because what makes it dual display, you get a hertz display at the top when you and a volts display at the bottom when you're measuring voltage. So, and you get the little icon, the waveform, sine wave waveform right here when you're doing AC voltage. You get a bar graph on both of them. So both of them are really nice. You got a hold on here. You record, range, select, and crest capture. Both of them are really nice multimeters. Very nice multimeters. So what I'm going to do a little simple test with both of them. I'm going to use this microfarad. This capacitor right here is for 1,500 microfarads. And this one is for 560 microfarads, 200 volts. And this one is for, I think it's 68 microfarads. Yeah, 68 microfarads, 460 volts. And then I'm gonna do a measurement using the mains and just see how equal they are with each other, compared to one another. So let me just get set up here. We're gonna start off with this one first, the 820, and start with the 820. So put this in capacitor, okay. All right, we're gonna do the 1,500 microfarad one first. I'm gonna write that down because I'm gonna write it down because I really do want to see how well they keep up with one another. So let me get something to start writing down with. 820, 820A. Okay. 1,500, 1,500, 560, 60, 68, 68. Okay, let's get started. And I'm going to see just which one does the best. What's going on? Oh, there we go. See how long it takes to charge that microfarad up. I mean, battery up, capacitor up. 1483. Okay, 14. Oh, it dropping fast. Okay. And we're back to 14. I'm up 1471. Because it jumped back to 1471. Okay, I'm gonna put 1471 because that's what it jumped back up to. So it's staying in their area. So let me go to here now. Okay. See how fast this takes to charge up. Okay. $14.19. That don't sound right. That don't look right. Huh. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. Okay. There we go. I think I had it wrong. Now let's do it. It's not charging. It's giving me a reading of 14. Wow, can't be right. Okay, I'm gonna put down with 1421. But that can't be right. Let me take these test leads off and try something else. You have to be on a Let me try another set. That number just didn't sound right. Didn't look right, I should say. So let me try this. Well, it's not charging us. It's still saying about the same. It's still about the same, but it, okay. Well, anyway, that's way under. So we're gonna try the one for 560, and we'll see. Just how well it does. I should have discharged it. I thought I did. Put some light on it. All right, so it's about 511. All right, 511. $525 microfarads. Wow. This older one is doing much better than this new one for some apparent reason. This one is I'm gonna do now is 68. Let's see just how well it does with this one. Okay. Okay. This should be 68 microfarads. 67.6. Okay. Let's see how well this one does. .8. 6.8, so I'm gonna say 67. Okay, so both of them about did okay on that one. But it seems that this one, the first one, this the 820 is much more inspect than this one. So let me try it now. Let me put some voltage into them and we'll see. Okay. And after we're done with this, I want to turn the backlights on, and I want to compare those, which is there's no comparison, but I'll show you anyway. Okay. Okay. Okay, both of them are in spec. So let me just try this Hertz and see how close they are. This one is fluctuating, and this one is just straight, it's holding on. Okay. Now, let me use this to show you how. It's time to show you how the backlight looks. There's really no comparison, but I said I was going to do that anyway. This is the backlight for that one, and this is the backlight for the other one. Okay, well, naturally, we was going to know that this one was going to win. All right. So, guys, I'm coming to the end of the video, and I want to thank you guys for allowing me to take your time up. I want to thank you guys for hanging in there while I, did my little review on both of these multimeters. And I want to thank you guys for hanging in there and holding, with the channel. Again, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and leave a comment. With that being said, you guys take care, and peace out.